Hey guys, this is Sarah with Raven's Crochet. Welcome back to my channel. And this is my furry feline Raven. I just bribed her to come up on the couch with a treat because she was sitting on the floor looking at me. Sometimes she'll come right up to me, just close enough to pet her, and then I reach for her. She's like, no mommy, come down here. Like, I'm on the couch taking care of business. So anyways, I wanted to say happy Friday and show you guys some really cool stuff I got in the mail today. I got a really cool order, some cool things, because I think the coolest things are the things that are handmade. I got 2 deliveries today from 2 podcasters in this community that have their own Etsy shop. I will link them below. First one I'm going to open is from Rose Likes Crochet. I ordered some stuff from her Etsy shop. Just a couple little bitty things. I've never ordered from her before and I wanted to support her. Oh my goodness, I bought some stitch markers. And there's a little peppermint. That's cute that she has a little piece of candy. Because these peppermints go really good if you drop it in your tea and it'll dissolve a little bit. Because these peppermints are really too strong for me, but I like to drop them in my tea, my hot tea. She sent me a little card on the back of her business card. Thank you so much for your order, Rose. And that's her business card. And I ordered just 2 little stitch markers. I got these little seahorses. Let me take them out of the plastic so you don't have to see past the glare. Purple is one of my favorite colors. And I thought these seahorses were so adorable. She had little sea turtles, but it wasn't quite this color purple. It was more like a fuchsia purple. I'm more into like the plum darker purples. They're beautiful. So cute. And they're reversible. They're seahorse on both sides. Those are just so neat. I've never used these type of stitch markers before. And there's multiple different clasps out there. So I have to experiment and see what I like best, because the stitch markers I typically like to use are by Clover. And then she had only 2 colors left. I got the very light baby pink. Oh, these are adorable. A little dangly, but they're adorable. Little gummy bear stitch markers. I chose the lightest pink because it reminds me of, it's one of those crystal metallic colors that you can sometimes find in the abalone shells. And with the little sparkle thingies on the back of the bears, you can see through, those through the bears. Aren't those adorable? So cute. So these are a little dangly for what I'd like. If they catch on my yarn, I don't know. We'll have to see. Like I said, I've never used stitch markers like these before, so I'm going to experiment and see what happens. And if I don't like working with them, using them in projects, then I will put these in a giveaway in the future. But we'll see. I have to experiment and see. So that's all I got from Rose Likes Crochet. It came in this little purple mesh bag, which I love. I like to order those mesh bags from, I think I got these from eBay. It was like a pack of like 50. They were about this size, but they came in multiple different colors. And they had little bitty crescent moons and stars, metallic moons and stars all over the mesh bags. And like I said, I got them in multiple different colors. They're about this size. So anytime I send anything little like this, I love to use these mesh bags. They're really great. The other one I ordered was from Jennifer's Etsy. From her channel is Cinnamon Stitches. And she had 1 tote bag left. I had to have it. I saw it and I was like, I need another project bag anyway. So this is what I got. It's multicolored, metallic. Isn't that pretty? I love her new logo because it's pretty much my initials, CS, or my initials are SC, Sarah Carmen. So it's pretty cool. And of course we all love rainbows. I would hand wash this. This is a thick canvas bag, and these are washable and dryable. But anything like this, I would actually hand wash it. And since this is also a light color, if anyone else has a canvas bag that they use if it gets dirty or something, a good tip is to get the Fels Naphtha bar. It's in the laundry section at your local store. They're literally $1 soap bars. It comes in a green and white package. I don't know how to spell it, but it's called Fels Naphtha. And it is a really, really great high power stain remover, and it brightens up whites. I showed you guys in one of my previous videos, I crocheted a little pouch for it. And so I used some hot water to kind of felt it a little bit, you know, make it a little soapy. Which that wool yarn I used from Smiley's Yarns lost a lot of dye when I first ran it under the water. Just so you know, if you order any bold, bright colors in a wool yarn or a brightening wool yarn, you may lose some of the dyes. So go ahead and hand wash it a little bit and test it out and see if maybe it's something you can put in the washing machine with some other garments. Not any white garments, because then your white garments are going to look rainbow or gray or whatever color that dye is. So anyways, the Fels Naphtha bar is really good. If you get dirt on this bag, you can wipe the get it wet, wipe the Fels Naphtha bar right over the stain, and then by the time you throw it in the wash, it'll have enough time to sit, at least 5 minutes to let it sit. And I wash things in cold water. Don't use hot water, warm water. Warm water sets in stains, so use cold water to wash out stains, and then it should keep your bag clean. So thank you so much, Jennifer. And thank you so much, Rose, for your creativity and your cool little handmade things. These are so cute and gorgeous. So I really look forward to using these, and I hope everyone is having a happy Friday. I did show you in my last video, I've made progress with this. This is the scarf I'm making. That's how far I've gotten now. I'm maybe 1/3 into the next skein. I'm using this. I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. This colorway is called Moody Mosaic. It's $4.99 a skein. I gather you can order this online as well, but this is like, this feels just as soft to me as Red Heart. I love this yarn. Maybe a tiny bit softer. It almost feels like it has like a conditioning cream that they let set in, and then the yarn dried out. But it's super, super soft. And this gets just a little bit softer every time you wash and dry it, in which this is 100% acrylic yarn, easily washable and dryable. I made a project bag out of this stuff. I've made my beanie hat out of this yarn. I love how it's coming out. And it looks like a bag right now, but I'm just going around and around and around until I have this scarf as long as I want. And it's going to be a super, super cozy thick scarf for the winter time, for when it gets super cold. So I'm really looking forward to having this done. I got pretty much, except for these rows right here, maybe these rows. Okay, so all of this I got worked up in like an hour. It doesn't take long to go through this at all, because I'm also using a 7mm crochet hook. It makes it go by much faster. And something else I'm working on, and I don't know if I showed you guys this. I'm making a bunch of hot pads and coasters and stuff for my grandmother's kitchen. This is the Peaches and Cream Stripey I showed you guys. The last Happy Mail I got, the nice lady literally sent me, she actually sent me 31 little cakes of this yarn. This yarn colorway is called Linen. It's a 100% cotton yarn that I get from Walmart. 102 yards, I believe. Yep, 102 yards, 93 meters, 2-ounce cake, 56.7 grams. It's a 4-ply worsted weight yarn, but to me it's like a thinner number 4. It's, I don't know, it's between like a 3 and a 4 in my opinion. So I went down a crochet hook size. I'm using a 4mm crochet hook to make these. Now I chained 30 to start with, and I just did half double crochets all the way around and around and around and around, just like you're making a bag. And then when the sides get long enough, you fold them together, and then you sew the seam down the diagonal middle. And that's how these pot holders are made. Now this one I chained 60. So I'm working around and around and around and around. And then you lay it flat. And then these corners get folded inward. So it's flat like a bag. And then it gets folded down like this. Like that, you see? Now when these two edges meet, I'll have a hot pad. I'll have a hot pad. When those two edges meet, it'll look just like that. Just like this, but bigger. This is big enough to put like a coffee cup on. It's big enough to use as a dish scrubber. I'll let her decide what she wants to do with this. But this is so soft. This is the exact same yarn I made my bathroom hand towels out of. I use them all the time. I have one hanging up in my bathroom right now. I love using it. It works so well. So I'm working on that. And the other things I showed you in my last video. By the way, if you are a new subscriber, thank you so much for joining my channel. You are now one of my Yarny friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot thank you guys enough. Just to even fathom that there are more than 700 people, let alone more than 3,000 people on other people's yarn podcast. It just amazes me that there are so many people still interested in crochet and knitting. It really is kind of a dying hobby. And I think the more we practice our craft in public, if you're at the doctor's office, if you're in line at the pharmacy, if you're sitting in the car waiting to pick up your kid from school, so wherever you find time to crochet, bring it with you. It sparks inspiration for other people around you. And that's how a lot of people decide to pick up the craft themselves, or wanting to pick up some kind of craft to learn something else, because it's just so great. It's so great. I love this community, and I love yarn so much, so much. So, yeah, I couldn't wait to share this stuff with you. I really got excited about it. Oh, by the way, I did go to the bank this morning, and I picked up a new debit card. It just took about 10-15 minutes. A really nice gentleman helped me get it fixed. And he cut up my old card, which is a shame because he even saw that it was a brand new card. It was only like 2 months old, 2 months since I got it. Like, that's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, it was my stupidity putting my credit card information in an app that I should not have put it in to pay for shipping. So if you don't know some program, if you're not familiar with the company or the website, don't give your credit card information to anybody. Nope. Make sure, if you haven't set it up now, make sure you can get text or email notifications, so that way every time a transaction is made, you will be notified. And you can keep a closer eye on your money without having to check your bank account so often. So, that being said, I hope everyone is staying safe. I hope everyone is having a great Friday, and I hope everyone has a super fantastic weekend. I get to go back to work finally. My vacation is over, and I'm anxious to go back to work. So, I'm gonna get ready for that, and I will see you guys later. Love y'all. Bye-bye.